All of you for getting wonderful plants. We've got, hi Robin, Robin's with us today. I wanted to say hi to Rochelle. Hi Rochelle, we're thinking of you Rochelle, and you know why. Appreciate you, my dear. But everybody is out there. There's Morella, I've never heard your name before, so Morella, lots of other people. So I do a pick in every show. I think you understand why I picked this, okay? This is my big pick. This is our leaf and petal. Basically, it's called a 2-in-1 patio rose tree. Why? They've actually bred 2 roses into 1 tree, all right? It's actually like 2 plants bred into 1. So the flowers you're gonna get, oh my gosh, this smells so good. The flowers you're gonna get are gonna be these fire orange roses, which are hard to find anyway. You know, go to the store and try to find fire orange roses. You can usually find other colors. And this magnificent yellow. They make for the perfect combination, that fiery, beautiful combination. And they're gonna grow in a tree. Most roses, well, a rose is a rose bush, right? They're usually about this tall. They don't get very big. When you order this, I wanna show you what you're gonna get because it's really impressive. You are gonna get the bare root stock. And Rochelle will explain why this is important because you want it at this level. You don't wanna buy a rose tree that already has buds on it because here's what happens. All that energy is going into making the flowers, and Rochelle taught me this, rather than having all the energy getting ready to get the plant to spring up. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it, long shot, we'll give you, there it is. It's basically the same size as the rose bush. The only thing missing are the flower portion, which will come. Every time one buds, you're gonna feel like a proud parent, okay? It is spectacular. I wish I had a ton of these to go around. You get this home, you just put it in a big pot with some soil, all right? And also, make sure you grab some leaf and petal fertilizer. I'll put the item number up. I use these all the time. I use them about once every 2 weeks. These are little sachets. All you do, I'll show you one. You take a sachet, you pop it into water. It'll dissolve, and then you pour it, 1 gallon of water, and you pour it into all your plants, okay? You know, just like when you're watering them, night and day when it comes to blooms and blossoms. So you wanna take advantage of that as well. Rochelle, I chose to sit in my yellow rocker because I think it matches perfectly here. This is spectacular. That's all I can say. Spectacular.
This is spectacular. This is spectacular. This is a rose tree, and as Guy already showed us, you will be getting it bare root. And I just want to say, if you're buying roses, any rosarian, that's the people who are way into roses, will tell you that one of the best way to buy roses is bare root. And the reason for that is when you get it, it's not going to be trying to support all of these leaves up here. It's going to be cut back. You can see mine has like some buds already. I know I could see them on the one in the studio there too. But what you're wanting to do is to force all that root growth right away. And that's what doing bare root does. And it also allows you to buy a much more established plant than you can if you were buying something in a pot. So this is going to be already a few years old. It's been grown on. This is a very substantial plant. I mean, you'll see it. You get it out here. It's like 3 feet tall, already straight out of the box. What we've done though is it's really kind of, it's like a bit of a Frankenstein plant in all the best ways. And because what we've done here is we've taken the best stock and root stock to support great roses. And then we've grafted onto that 2 different types of roses that both smell amazing and that are both very strong bloomers. And so what you're getting is kind of like the best of 3 plants because it's a great rootstock with 2 grafted on top of it. So you'll get this beautiful head of the orange and apricots and yellows all together in this like topiary form. It's a rose tree. And what you're getting is this nice ball. This is perfect, in my opinion, for a container. You can move it around. Yeah. This is a real focal point for your garden. I mean, you can put it in the ground. This is hardy down, up here to where I live in Zone 5, Boston. But honestly, I would put it in a container just because it's I want it in a pride of place. I want to be able to move it to where I am. I mean, it's just so unique and special. Yeah. Even if I had a couple, I think I'd still put them in a container. Put them even in your bed.
Yeah, I
put containers in the bed.
Yeah, I don't think you want this. I don't think you want to mix this with a bunch of other stuff. I think this is a star. Okay, so this, I'd love this out on your front porch. I'd love this out on your deck. You want to get 2 and put them out by your pool. Imagine when people come over and they see this, they're not gonna know what it is because they're gonna be like, but roses usually are in a rose bush. And they're like, no, this is a specially grafted double rose tree.
And it's going to come back year after year after year. And I love, roses are, to me, are one of the easiest things to care for in my garden. I really, once in a while, I deadhead them or I trim them up. You know, at the end of the season, I may cut them back just a little bit, but they're very, very easy. You know, a lot of people think they're really, really hard to grow. They're not, especially the ones that we're offering here today. And what I think really makes it special, Rochelle, is I've never, ever seen this color combination in one tree, in one plant. You know, to have two separate colors. Hey, listen, you can all grow. I've got beautiful knockout roses out on my deck that I got here a couple of years ago, and they come back year after year. And one is red, one is pink. They're just one color. I love them. They add a little bit of color to that area. This is a double whammy, even more because to Rochelle's point, you don't just get that burnt orange, you get the lighter orange, you get that apricot color, different shades of yellow, because remember, you know, they all come out a little bit different, but the culmination of both colors mixed together is truly special. $54, if you want to get them $10 off, get a brand new HSN credit card today. I just think it's absolutely spectacular, and I agree with you. I would put it in a pot. And I would get, I don't know if you can see the size of the pot that we have here. This is probably a 16-inch, 14 or 16-inch pot. So put it in a big one. The last thing you want to do is have to transplant this if it gets, you know, if it needs more. And the bigger the pot on this, the better, because, you know, flowers are going to consume a lot of water and a lot of energy, especially when you have this many flowers on a single tree. So you're going to want a lot of soil in there, and you want to take care of it, and you will love it. Tolerant up to zone 5, so way up north. You know, if you're up in New England, no worries. And if you have any questions about it when you get it, remember, we're going to give you the leaf and petal brochure. I don't know if I have one out here, but you'll get one that tells you everything that you need to know about it as far as dealing with it. Don't forget to buy the plant food. I swear by this stuff, especially when you're establishing your plants. You take that one little sachet, put it in a gallon of water, and just pour it on like once every 3 weeks. You know, this will probably, I've had mine for 2 years. I've had mine for 2 years, and I have about 8, 9, 10. I probably have 10 plants that I water out on my deck. So get this, it's a great thing. We'll put the item number up there for you. But, you know, Rochelle, you know, I love that like we said before, there are certain rose bushes that, you know, that need a lot of tending. What's nice about this is other than deadheading it and just watering it and putting plant food in, you just sit back and enjoy it. Watch it get bigger and more full every day.
Yeah, you know, I love that we're doing this in a tree, because you don't, first of all, you don't see this very often, and when you do, they're very expensive, and they tend to only be in one color. So this is very unique. But you're right, that pruning, it's already kind of taken care of. This has been grown to be very straight, and so you're not going to have to worry about that. You've already got the head formed for you. So, you know, really it's just a matter of clipping it here and there. The one thing that I wanted to just say, because I feel like I've forgotten to say it throughout this entire show, is all of the leaf and petal plants are guaranteed for a year, all the perennials, that is. The only thing that we've shown you on this show that isn't a perennial is the sun patience. So every single thing that has a 90-day guarantee because it's an annual. But all of these have a 1-year guarantee. So if you have any problem when you get it home, all you have to do is on the back of this brochure, you've got all of our social media contacts as well as email and phone. You can call us up. You can ask us questions. We have this fantastic team of people who are so knowledgeable. They're literally in the building right next to all the greenhouses. So they're right there with the plants, with our growers. They can answer any question. And if you have a problem, either this year or even next year, because the 1 year doesn't start until you actually get it, if it doesn't come back next year, for some reason you have a winter kill problem or whatever, all you have to do is call us. That 1 year guarantee applies to all of our perennials. So you really can feel confident that you don't have anything to worry about. You'll get your money's worth. And I just have to say, we've featured so many things here that are great gifts. This is yet another one of those great gifts. Mother's Day's coming up. I don't want you to forget, because I'm a mom, and that's how we work. We guilt people. Don't forget your mom. And then the other thing I want to say is, I just want to pull this. Here is the best combination in like garden world, and that is roses and lavender. It's the most classic of combinations. The two go together like I don't even know what goes together, but
peanut butter and jelly.
These two, if it were me, yes, yeah, if it were me, I have these vine barrel planters. I'm going to be putting my tree with a couple of the sensational lavender around it. That just gives that base a nice finish, and like